You too. What is going on, Lakers family? So last night the Lakers did kick off the first round playoff series against the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets, and they continue to beat us. They beat us 9 straight times. This is pathetic. This is flabbergasting. This is unexcusable. We lost to them 3 straight times. One of them was opening night on the road in Denver at the Mile High. And then the two other times Denver Nuggets beat my Lakers was at home. One of them, I believe, was like in March or in February. So those were the 2 times that we lost to them. And every single game that we played against the Denver Nuggets was just close. We just haven't been able to execute and fix the problem and the game plan right. So it's very frustrating. Now, I will say that it was apparent for head coach Darvin Ham's team was the lack of size that they did not have. And they did not use many resources to address the center position last summer, even though we did sign Jackson Hayes. But we needed more size to address in the front court, which we did not. And also on the trade deadline, we did have our 2029 first round pick and some seconds to get like a DeJounte Murray. And the Hawks wanted Austin Reeves, but the Lakers did not want to depart with Austin Reeves. And they wanted to trade D'Angelo Russell because he was struggling. And the Hawks, they were willing to take on a third team to get D'Angelo Russell, but they didn't want him personally because of the fit. So that's why they really wanted Austin Reeves. So that's why the Lakers did not make the trade. And even we're going to have 3 first-round picks to trade in the NBA draft to get a bona fide star like a DeJounte Murray, even a Trae Young or Donovan Mitchell. We'll see what happens then. And the Lakers, they were even linked to Andre Drummond. He's a rebounding machine, which he's known. He used to play for the Lakers back in 2021, which he did not get traded to the Lakers. So the Lakers missed out on him. We had an opportunity to make moves, but the Lakers stamped pat. And there was another big that I wanted, Daniel Gafford, but he got dealt in the trade deadline February 8th to the Dallas Mavericks. So it's very frustrating that the Lakers missed out on that opportunity. And not only that, it's been costing them every time we played the Denver Nuggets, especially yesterday. They out-rebounded our Lakers by 9. The score was 49-40, which is pathetic. We're not going to win basketball games if we keep getting out-rebounded. And we lost by 11 points. The final score was 114-103. The defense rebounds, I will say, was a tie, 34-34. But the offensive rebounds was a concern. We had 6 offensive rebounds to the Denver Nuggets 15. And most of the time we do lose is because of offensive rebounds, and it's been leading to second chance points. Guess what? We had 8 second chance points to Denver Nuggets fucking 18. So I am tired of coming in here talking about this, that we need to address our size, and we just haven't been able to do that. Anthony Davis in the front court was in the interior. He was exceptional. He played 45 minutes for us. He did have 32 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks. He was a negative 12 plus minus. He shot 52.2% from the field. He shot 12 out of 23 from the field. And he also shot 0 out of 4 from the three-point. So he's not known as a great three-point shooter, even though he's capable of knocking down a three-point shot. But I hate when Anthony Davis settles for threes. It pisses me the fuck off. And he's also trying to do those fadeaway jump shots. So he needs to sit his fat ass in the paint, his skinny ass in the paint, just park himself in the paint and just dominate. Get big, become more physical. And that's the biggest problem with Anthony Davis a lot of times. I know I'm hard on him, pause, but we need to hold him accountable. He needs to hold himself accountable and just helps the Lakers, rebound, box out. And there's a lot of times where we're just standing around, we're watching the other team out-rebound us, just kill us in the paint. Now, I will say, Anthony Davis, he had 3 personal fouls. He had 3 offense rebounds and 11 defense rebounds. True shooting, he shot 59.3%, and then he had 66.3% fouls per second. So he was kind of in foul trouble. And now our backup center, Chris Sherwood, can potentially help with that. He's been out for like the past couple of months after undergoing knee surgery against that, Utah Jazz team that we beat before, heading into All-Star break, because it was February 14th, the last time that we did play him, and he did play. So it's been a while since Chris Wood has played, and the Lakers really haven't provided any recent updates on Chris Wood until today. But according to Sham Shani of The Athletic, the big man is planning to return in Game 3 on Thursday. Back in LA, we're going to face the Denver Nuggets at our home. So the Lakers are down 0-1. Game 1 was really crucial for me. It was do or die for me because, I'll be honest, even though the Lakers lost, now we got to risk and hope that we win Game 2 in Denver. We got to steal one on the road because if we do not, we're going to go down 0-2 and the series is probably going to be over. But at least if we win Game 1 and we lost Game 2 in Denver, at least the series would be split. It would be 1-1, and then we head back home and at least have opportunity to win 2 straight home games at home. So now the Lakers got to, play better next game and match that size, that physicality. Now, I will say Jared Vanderbilt has been injured with that knee. We're missing his defense. He's arguably our best perimeter defender on this team and second best rebounder behind Anthony Davis. Just his energy and just his rebounding that we miss, right? Now, I will say Christian would be a key boost to the Lakers front court. He has averaged 7 points per game and 5.1 rebounds this season, playing 50 games for the Lakers. And it's unclear what type of shape he'll be in when he returns, and he certainly will need time to find his rhythm because he's getting back on the court. And after missing so much time, with that being the case, it's hard to imagine, Darvin Ham just throwing Christian Wood into the fire, straight into the ground, especially when we're going up against one of the best teams in the league, the Denver Nuggets, the defending champions. So that's why they beat us so many times. And do you really want to risk, Christian Wood getting injured again? So if the Lakers win Game 2, then I think the Lakers should bring back, Christian Wood Game 3, even though he's still going to come back even if we do go down 0-2. But in my personal opinion, there's no point of bringing back Christian Wood because he's not going to, be able to stop Nikola Jokic. But what he can do is throw other looks and just bigger bodies on this team. Even Jackson Hayes, right? He did play 4 minutes, but only had 3 rebounds, so he didn't really get too much of an opportunity. Rui Hachimura did play terrible. He had 7 points in 31 minutes, 3 assists. He was negative 10 plus minus. He did have 1 assist, but he was trying to play that free safety role, and he was guarding Nikola Jokic. So there was a lot of times where Darvin Ham just wasn't making in-game adjustments, which I've been getting on his head. Pause. And it's been very frustrating because we need the size. And I will say Rui Hachimura is around 6'8", weighs about 230 pounds. Jokic is 6'11". He weighs about 284 pounds. So that's a big difference. And Jackson Hayes is around 6'11". So he's the same height as Jokic, just that he's not big. He's not really built. He's not huge like that. You get what I'm trying to say? Rui Hachimura, he is undersized, so I'd much rather have a bigger body like a Jackson Hayes. We didn't really get to see too much of him in the front court last night, but we did see some moments where he was playing next to next to Anthony Davis, I meant to say. And before I end this video off, I got to say that LeBron James just carried us, right? He played 40 minutes, he had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and he had 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He did what he can, but just wasn't enough in the front court. And I saw that dumbass head coach Darvin Ham played LeBron James at the 5. Are you really trying to risk him getting injured? Because last night he did fall on the ground. I believe he hurt his wrist or hand. I'm not sure what it was, but I did see him get injured. At least he's okay. He was able to finish out the game because if he's injured, we have no shot of, even having a chance of, beating the Denver Nuggets in the series. Now, I will say Nikola Jokic had 32 points. He had 12 rebounds, 7 assists. In the first half, he had 0 to 2 assists. So he did a really good job of, taking his assist away, because if we double team Jokic, he's going to find his guys like Michael Porter Jr. He did struggle in the first half, but he still had 19 points to end the game. And Jamal Murray did struggle earlier in the game. He had 8 points, and then he ended the game with 22 points, which is key because last season in the Western Conference Finals, he was averaging close to 32.5 points per game. And it wasn't really Jokic was the reason why we're losing a lot of these games, because of Jamal Murray. He was looking like prime Michael Jordan, prime Kobe Bryant, and, he was hitting teardrops, fadeaway jump shots. So that's why we didn't really have any chance of beating him. But when Gabe Vincent was on the Miami Heat, even though they did lose in the NBA Finals to the Denver Nuggets in 5 games, he was locking them up. he was putting up like 14 and then 16, and then he was having like 21 points in that game. So his defense is very key. That's why we did pick him up in the offseason as a free agent, but he's been injured. He did play around like 5 games until he did come back against the Brooklyn Nets on the road. So Lakers fans, let me know in the comment section. Really appreciate the support. And I'm out of here. Peace.